All right, so many of you are wondering, where's Tweets of the Week? It's been pulled out of the show. Yes, we took it out of this show, made its own show that you can see usually on Thursdays. We did that so that we have more time to get into the tweets. Before, we just read them super fast. Now we can actually do a whole show. So go check that out. But speaking of Tweets of the Week, you remember that Elon tweeted this out: given that Twitter serves as the de facto public town square, failing to adhere to free speech principles fundamentally undermines democracy. What should be done? Well, it appears that he did something about that. Remember people tweeted at him and said, like, why don't you buy Twitter? I guess he listened, because on Monday, an SEC filing revealed that Elon Musk just bought 73,486,938 shares of Twitter, which is worth around $2.9 billion as of last Friday's close, or about 9.2% of the entire company.
That is more shares than Jack Dorsey, Twitter's co-founder and recently exited CEO.
So the filing sent Twitter's stock price surging 25% in pre-market trading. And look, so if people are wondering, like, so what does it mean when you own 9.2% of a company? It means that you probably can affect who's on the board. It means that you have a lot to say with how that company is run. And so, yeah, I guess Elon really took it seriously when he was talking about that, like, Twitter to him is a town square. He wants to have a say about how this town square is run.
Which is kind of a great way to go about what he was talking about. I mean, if you want to affect change,
I've been saying this my whole life.
Change.
I remember in college, I wrote a paper where I said that, you know, we could affect democracy by owning stock. And my professor was like, gave me a bad grade. And I went and talked to him. And I was trying to convince him that, like, if you own stock in a company, you can vote. And he was like, but you can't vote many shares of GM. I mean, how rich are you? And I'm like, no, I personally can only vote a few shares. But if we all do it, we'd have a big say. And he was like, your argument doesn't stand up with me. D or whatever.
So,
and I've always been like, I'm right. And I am right. If we all buy stock in companies and we all vote, we have a big effect. And here's Elon proving it. He doesn't own the whole company, but, you know, 9.2%, that's a lot.
Yeah. So I think it's time to go and rate my professor. And find out whoever that guy is or was and stick it to him.
I didn't have that back then, darn it. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Tuesdays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below and head over to the Now You Know channel.